Yeah, okay. Well, hey, ladies and gents. I don't know if there's any guys on the call, but I am so excited that you are on tonight. I know that a few people are probably going to be jumping on any minute now, but I just want to introduce myself. My name is MaryAnn, and if I don't know you, I am happy to meet you via Zoom. And I'm just going to do a face-to-face call with you guys. If you have any questions, just type them in the little chat thing at the bottom, and at the end, myself or any of the other leaders or any of you actually are more than welcome to jump in, and we'll just chit chat about whatever you guys are thinking about or want to answer. Super excited this month. I don't know if any of you are doing the new Tony Horton program, the hardcore program, but I just ordered it, so I'm super duper excited to start that. And the challenge pack's only 140, so that's a really good thing to offer to a lot of people. It's just a super quick workout. I've only done the sample one on Beachbody On Demand, but it was really fun and I enjoyed it. So a really great challenge pack to promote this month. Like I said, it's only 140, so with Shakeology, and there's cafe latte. And if you haven't had that yet, I'm obsessed. I didn't think I was going to love it, but I love it. That's probably why I'm hyper right now, because I just drank some. So, and I also had a Starbucks too. So anyway, great to see you guys. And I'm just, like I said, I'm honored to be on this call and just chit-chatting with you guys. So I signed up as a discount coach in 2012, and I didn't really start working the business until probably about a year later. So I signed up to go to Summit. I didn't even know what it was. I just knew, I just knew that like people were like buying really cute outfits and cute shoes. And I'm like, I want to go there. That looks fun. So I signed up for it, didn't even know what it was, and committed to go like the next year. And I had no idea what it was, but I'm glad that I did. And if you guys aren't on the wait list yet, you need to get on the wait list for Summit, because that's the time where all of us get to be with each other. We get inspired, and it will literally just, it will change your life. It will change your business. And it's just amazing. And people are going to be watching you. They're going to just absolutely love it. So also the cruise is coming up. A lot of people are leaving to go on the cruise. So if you are not going, it's okay, but talk about it. I mean, post a picture of your upline coach and say something, or anyone that's going, and just say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for my friends right now that are on the SS Beachbody. I cannot wait to go on the Success Club trip next year, or whatever it is. Share it, share about it, even if you're not going. So like I said, after I went to Summit, that was a huge, huge game changer for me. And I'm not really going to get into my personal story. If you guys are curious, on my Facebook banner, if you click on it on the Real People computer, I don't think you can do it on the actual phone, it will kind of tell you a little bit about myself and my story. So like I said, not going to get into that, but I do currently work full-time in property management, but I also make a full-time income with Beachbody, which is really cool, because I'm in a position right now where the property I work for is for sale. And if I want to, I could just be like, it's okay. You know, my husband's in the military. If we move, it's okay. And I wasn't at that point right away with my business. It takes time and it takes consistency to get there. But I promise, if you show up every single day, this business is going to change your life, not only physically and mentally, but financially. So I am a former special ed teacher, and I used to teach elementary as well. So I am very kindergarten in the way that I teach things. So I'm just going to give you an example of personal branding. So when I used to teach these young children, we would show them pictures of different icons, you know, like McDonald's, or, you know, and they would tell us what it is. And here's a perfect example. If you showed them a picture of Starbucks, they knew it was Starbucks, because their parents probably go, they see it all the time, it's everywhere. So that's personal branding. They know what Starbucks is. So if you showed them a picture of like Caribou coffee, they'd be like, what's that? You know, they probably wouldn't even know, or like some random place, like they wouldn't know. They would know what Starbucks is. So they've done a really good job of branding themselves. They know who Mickey Mouse is. Like children even understand branding. So, you know, us as coaches, we need to brand ourselves and decide what we want people to know us by and to remember us by. And I think that that's such an important thing. Like to take a step back, if you're taking notes, and just as you're thinking about it, like think about, what are things that I'm all about? So just a friendly reminder, your Facebook profile, your Instagram, however you work your business through social media platforms, that is your virtual business card. Like that is what, when somebody goes to your page, what are you telling them? You know, what are you painting that picture? Because let's be honest, people don't use business cards. Like your business card is your Facebook or your Instagram or your Snapchat or whatever, or all of the above. So be you, be the best version of you. People want to know about you. There is over 400,000 coaches. I don't even know how many coaches there are. What's going to make you stand apart is you. So you have to keep that in mind. So let's say hypothetically you took Beachbody and Shakeology out of the equation. What is your brand? What are people thinking about when they think of you? You know, so when you're scrolling through your Instagram or your Facebook, what makes you stop? What about that picture makes you stop? Because I guarantee that what's making you want to stop is probably the people you're attracting is what's going to make them want to stop too. So that's going to be different for all of us because we're all unique and we're all different. So another thing too, and I would hope most of you have public profiles, but keep your profile public, because when your profile is public, people are going to be able to find you a lot easier. And then friends of friends are going to be able to find you. I wasn't public until like a year ago. I'm not even kidding. And I wish I could go back in time and make myself public, because I probably would have attracted a lot of people. So remember how I was saying that your Facebook or Instagram, that's your virtual business card? So you should be befriending 3 to 5 people a day. So if you're befriending 3 to 5 people a day, who do they want to be friends with? Are they going to want to be friends with like a picture of a sunset? Probably not. You know, so really think about when somebody sees your face, sees your profile picture, sees your cover photo, what's going to make them be like, yeah, I want to be that person's friend. You see what I'm saying? So think about that for a minute. So, you know, and we're all entrepreneurs. If you're on this call, you're an entrepreneur, you know, and I know all of us have greatness in us. And, you know, we have Beachbody, and of course we should share about our workouts and our Shakeology. That's a piece of us, absolutely 100%. But there's other pieces of us too that we want to brand ourselves. So, you know, I think about Sam, you know, and I'll think about, oh my gosh, like she has her like, you know, her t-shirts and stuff that she posts, and I'm like, I love it. Like if Sam has a clothing line, you're probably going to buy clothes from her. I'm probably going to buy clothes from her too, absolutely 100%, because she's branded herself, and I want to buy a workout program from her because it's her. So that's not just Beachbody, that's her as a person. Do you see what I'm saying? So you need to brand yourself as you. I think a lot of times about people that I like to follow that aren't Beachbody coaches, and I don't know if you even know who these people are, but these are just people that I like, and it doesn't really matter, but think about the people that you want to follow. So for example, I love Natalie Jill. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but she's on Instagram all the time, and she posts these great workout videos and all this stuff. And I've bought stuff from her, and I don't know what she sells, but she does work for some sort of company, you know, but it doesn't matter because I still like following her, and she still branded herself. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, who are you attracted to? Like there's people, like there's this girl in Topless or something like that on Instagram. love that muffin topless girl. I don't even know her, but I love her. I love what she posts, so you want to be that person that people are like, gosh, I love that girl. Let's see what she's posting today. And you want people to be thinking about you even when they're not on Facebook. Perfect example. When I drink my pre-workout in the morning, I think of Ashley all the time. If I'm drinking wine, I think of her every time I'm drinking wine, because she has branded herself to be like, hey, I drink my pre-workout, in my wine glass, and it's all good. And I think of her. So, you want people to think of you even when they're not on Facebook. And it's just such a powerful thing. And we have that ability, you guys, to paint that picture for people. And that's like really awesome. It's really awesome. And I shouldn't say this, but I'll think of, I used to be obsessed, and I'm not anymore, but I would watch this catfish show. And these people, would pretend they were somebody else, and they would get somebody to be their friend or be in a relationship with them, or whatever the case is. I'm not saying that you should be a catfish person, but the point is that they are painting a picture of whatever they want. And we have that ability that we can paint the picture. So please know that, that you can be confident. You can be confident in your story and who you are and the things that you love, So make a list of things that you think about that are unique to you. Is it shoes? Is it your dog? Is it, something that your kids do? Is it fashion? Is it running? Is it certain sports? Like, are you a sports fan? Like, one of my coaches, I think she's probably called Natalie, she is obsessed with the Broncos. And when they were getting ready to play a Super Bowl, she did a thing for like 20 days where she was posting a Broncos outfit every single day. People loved it. And they were like, oh my gosh, what is her outfit going to be today? Make people want to know about what you're doing and make them think about you even when they're not on Facebook. And be bold and ask your friends, ask your family, say, hey, when you think of me, what do you think about? Like, what am I all about? Like, I'm really trying to figure this out. And, ask what other people think of you, and don't be scared to see what they're going to say, because you need to know. You need to know what people are thinking about and, what they're thinking about you, because that is your brand. It just is. So always tell that story. Always paint that picture. Be original with your thoughts. Even I think Sam posted like about her son Sebastian. He's like, I love you. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, when she posted, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cute. And then like, I'll joke with my husband and I'm like, I love you. And I like told him, and he was like, ah, and we like laugh all the time and we think it's hilarious. Like, so we're thinking about her even though we're not on Facebook. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't have to be like super profound. It could just be like a little nugget in your day. And in your phone, write notes of little nuggets that you're thinking of each day. There might be days where you're thinking of a ton of like awesome posts and you're like, yes, that would be a good post. Yes, that's a good thing to share. Like, yes, that would be a good question to ask people. And just keep notes in your phone. You don't have to do all the great posts in one day. You could spread them out, but always have that open mind to be thinking about things all the time. Another really good thing too is to ask people questions. People want to be a part of your life. They do. They just do. Ask people questions all the time. People have opinions and they want to give their advice. Like the other day, I was like, hey guys, what pots and pans do you use? I had so many people have an opinion on what pots and pans to use. It's like, it was amazing. And there were people that came up that I was like, gosh, I forgot about that person. I didn't know that person was my friend, or who is that person? And then ask a question, then message those people and say, hey, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate you so much, because that's what it's all about, is building those relationships. So, make people feel like they're a part of your life. That's what it's all about. Make sure that your posts are appealing to the eye. And, I know for me, I've evolved. If I look at when I first started coaching, you know, I'm like, gosh, or even my videos, like my videos were super cheesy and they like were, it was on this app, Social Cam, and it sounded like porn music in the background. And it was like, do, 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 do. And I was like, hey guys. And I would like do a little video and like looking back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. But who cares? Because I did it and it's fine. But so you grow and evolve. So don't be scared. Like, don't be scared to do whatever. But what I know is if your picture looks appealing, people are going to stop and look at it more. So invest in good apps. You know, there is great free apps, but invest in good apps. Another really like cool thing, and this is like really nerdy because I asked for this for my birthday, you could clip this to your phone and it makes your pictures and videos look amazing. Amazing. I also got a selfie light that just came in the mail this morning. Makes your face look amazing. I don't know why, but it just does. So there's little things that you could do that will make you stand out. Get a stand, you know, get a stand. Do those little things. Like, I mean, I just recently got this stuff, you know, you don't have to get it right away, but I'm just saying, you know, try to up your game a little bit and try to make people want to know what you're doing. Like if you disappeared, like think about your upline coach. If they disappeared and they were on Facebook, you would probably like think they died. Like, I know that sounds like terrible. I shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean? Like you would probably genuinely be worried. Like you'd be like, oh my gosh, like I hope they're okay. Like I don't know where they are. This is crazy. It's been 24 hours. Like what's going on? Are they missing? Like you would wonder that. And you want people to miss you and you want people to wonder where you are if you didn't show up. Not saying you shouldn't show up. You should show up. That's the whole point. I'm just saying that if you didn't show up, would people be worried? And if the answer is no, nobody would be worried, then you need to show up you need to show up then. Absolutely 100%. You should at least be posting 3 times a day, in my opinion, or twice. I mean, if you're just starting out, but are they good posts? Don't just post to post. If you're just posting to post, then nobody cares. It's like, who cares? So make sure that your scroll stopper, people want to know what you're doing. Share your journey. Part of your journey is working out. It is. Point blank, period. Part of your journey is taking selfies, sharing your meals, sharing recipes, like sharing about your life, because that is a part of your life. But keep in mind that there's other parts of your life too. So paint that picture to where people are not feeling like they're being sold to. You're telling a story and they're part of the story and they're giving you insight. Let's say just starting out, people, what your team name should be. Hey guys, you know, I'm so excited about my business and I'm really trying to think about my team name. If you know what your team name is, ask people what you think your team name be. You know, paint that picture, let people be a part of that. Show excitement. You know, don't post about controversial things. No, just don't, you know, that's not something that you need to. If somebody goes to your page, this is my question to you. If somebody saw your last 5 posts, would that tell them about the person that you are? I want you guys to do that tonight and see. I mean, I would love to know, would it? And I hope that it would, because all of you have amazing posts. Like, I mean, we're so blessed because we're around all this positivity and, you know, all this greatness. And, you know, don't take that for granted. You know, don't take that for granted for a minute. I mean, you know, before I started coaching, everyone on my Facebook post, all the posts were boring. It wasn't really that cool. But now it's like there's so many cool things. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what to like. You know, so I have to sometimes not look at the news feed and have to focus on my business. But guess what? There's a ton of people out there that don't have that positivity. And if you are doing what you're supposed to do, which is adding 3 to 5 new friends a day with your cute picture of your face, and they're like, oh, cool, who's this girl? And they look at your last 5 posts that are public, they're probably going to want to be your friend. And they're probably going to say, hey, this person's cool. And I guarantee they don't have a bunch of positive people in their life that are posting on Facebook. or Instagram or whatever it is. So you're that person that is inviting and is that light in their life. And we don't realize it because we're all connected to each other and we see it all the time. But other people don't have that. So if you don't have a good picture of your face, I hope that there's sun. I mean, I live in Washington. There's not sun. It's like pouring rain. But I hope that you live somewhere where there's sun and you could go outside tomorrow and take a beautiful picture. Put your makeup on or don't put your makeup on. Do whatever makes you feel beautiful and take a beautiful picture of your face. Or go in your bathroom and try to take a nice picture with the white background. Make sure the toilet's not in there. You know, take a really good picture of your face and please make that your profile picture because people are going to be invited by that. If you can, invest in professional pictures. If you can't, that's okay. It doesn't matter. The point is that you need to be appealing to the eye. And you all are gorgeous and you're all appealing to the eye. So that's not the issue. The issue is let's make that our profile picture and let's make people want to be like, I want to be that girl's friend. Yeah, so that's cool. I'm excited. Now I'm all excited. I don't know. I just love this stuff. So what to post? So like I said, videos are huge. Catching to the eye. And just get used to selfies. I think of Nicole all the time when I take selfies because she is like the selfie master. And I love that about her. And I love that she's like, hey, Nicole 365, you know, that holds you accountable. So just remember that you are you and tell your story and stick to that 80-20 rule. If you've heard that before, which I hope you have, you know, the 80-20 rule is, you know, 20% sharing about your business, 80% sharing about other things in your life. So when I think of these keywords, when I think of Beachbody coaching and different words that you should be using in your posts, mentor, because you're all mentors. You're mentoring people in challenge groups. You're mentoring your challengers to become coaches and live a more happy, fulfilling life. Fitness. Brand yourself as somebody that knows about fitness because you do, because you show up every day. Nutrition. We know you're drinking your superfoods every single day. Support. You are somebody that is a supportive person. Accountability. You hold people accountable and you want other people to hold you accountable too. So you're going to show up every day. Limited space. When you're doing a post about challenge groups, space is limited. I got a lot of people. I don't care if you have 2 people. I got a lot of people that I'm trying to help right now. So space is limited. Private group. You know, I don't know who's using the Beachbody challenge app. I'm definitely planning. Yeah, oh my gosh, it's so awesome. So I'm definitely planning on using it for this next challenge group I have. And I'm so excited about it. But that's something that you could sell to people, that we have that ability and it's a new thing. And like you're a test group for this new app. You're my first clients that get to use this app. So people want to know the real you. You don't need to be perfect. It's actually better if you're not perfect. I tried to be perfect for a really long time and it didn't work. Once I started to like be honest and say, hey, I'm struggling with this, or hey, I ate a pizza. You know, people really, really started feeling like more connected because you're more relatable. You see what I'm saying? So your followers and your tribe, they want you to be you. And maybe you are perfect and that's freaking awesome. But I'm just saying, you know, don't be ashamed to just be straight up honest, you know, and just be you, because people are going to admire you for that. So don't feel like you always have to be perfect. So like I said, you should be on the 3 to 5 people a week. I mean, that is huge because then that means you have 35 new, hopefully. I mean, if everyone says yes, which they should say yes because they're going to see your profile and it's like, awesome. That's 35 new friends a week. So sometimes you might feel like, oh my gosh, am I repeating myself? Well, you might be repeating yourself, sometimes because you have Transformation Tuesday. I mean, yeah, maybe switch up the pictures a little bit and switch up the wording and, whatnot. But if you're adding new people all the time, you have to continually be sharing your transformation story, continually sharing your journey as a coach, continually sharing about your life. And I guarantee people are going to be wanting more, and they're going to want to know where you are. If you're not there, they're going to want to know where you are. So I hope that was helpful. So let me see in my notes what else I have. I think that's about it. So just remember, and as a side note, Rhonda is my upline coach. And I found her on Pinterest. And when I don't even use Pinterest. I binge Pinterest for 3 months. And that's when I found Rhonda. I never been on it since 2012, to be honest with you, which I probably should get back on it. But the point of that is that when I got on it, on Pinterest, and I was looking up insanity stuff because I bought the program on my own, I, looked up insanity. And I, for some reason, found Rhonda's website or a blog or something. And then I went to her Facebook page. And I started looking at pictures of her and just looking at her sharing. And I was like, hey, I kind of like this lady. She seems cool. And then I liked her page, and then I eventually became her friend. And what's really cool is I just realized that she was my friend, and I didn't even know this. I thought she was only my friend for a few months before I agreed to be in a challenge group. She was my friend for over a year before she even invited me. I mean, not recommending that you should wait a year. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that, I never reached out to her. The second she was like, hey, I'm doing a challenge group. Before I invite a bunch of people, I would love to invite you. And I was like, oh, me? Really? Oh my gosh, the positive lady? This is so cool. I love her. And then I said yes. So don't be scared to invite people, because we all want to feel loved. We all want to feel thought of. And, really and truly, you're doing a disservice to others if you don't introduce them to this positive lifestyle, if you don't introduce them to being a light in other people's lives. I mean, you really are. So, if it wasn't for Rhonda inviting me, I wouldn't be here today. And you may or may not know my story, and that doesn't really matter. But what matters is that my life, my family's life, other people's lives have been completely changed because I was in a 30-day challenge group. And I guarantee your lives have been completely changed. So don't ever second guess it for a minute. Don't ever second guess sharing your story, because that's your story. Nobody could take it from you. And I guarantee the right people are going to come into your life. So last thing I'm going to end with is just, two things. One, personal development, and do whatever personal development you need for you. Not what other people need, what you need. And that is going to change your life 100%. And this is one of my favorite sayings. You were born with the ability to change somebody's life. Don't ever waste it. Love it. So love you guys. I don't know if anyone has any specific questions or comments or anything that they would like to add.
That call was amazing. And I have so many things I would want to touch on, but I just picked two. I love what you said at the end for sure. But the thing that stuck out to me the most, and I have to remind myself all the time, is you said always up your game. Because we tend to fall into these habits, and we tend to fall into, okay, this is just what I do. I work out, I record, whatever you do, and then you load it up. And if you stop and think, if it becomes a habit and you're just doing it, you need to stop and tell yourself, up your game. What can you do different and change it? Because you need to constantly be doing that. Anyways, I thought that was an awesome point. And then the next thing is for all of you new coaches out there, or even if you're not doing this, save everything that you're doing. Put it in Evernote, put it in Google Docs, because you can go back and reuse it and reword it and up your game with it. So I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Was there anything else that anyone wanted to add? I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm just so excited for all of you. I really am.
I had some things. I love the call, MaryAnn. Like, there's so much good information what you shared, because this is so incredibly important. This right here, what MaryAnn just told us all about, this is what's going to make you stand out from the other 400,000 Beachbody coaches that are out there. You can't just be, you know, the fly on the wall. You have to be MaryAnn or Ashley or whoever, like be you, but make sure that it's like, that it's you standing out. And doing what she told us about in this call is really going to help you. Some things I wanted to say, because I'm getting ready to do, to redo the social media training video for my new Coach Basics. And I think it kind of ties into tonight. And I want to make sure you guys get this information too. Just 3 really quick things. Curate your personal page. I want you to become the curator for your personal page. So if somebody tags you in something, like my sister tags me and stuff all the time, I constantly click that little arrow and say hide from timeline. Like I'll comment and I'll say it's funny, and then I hide it from my timeline. They won't, it's not untagging yourself, but if they went to their page, they wouldn't see it on there, and other people aren't going to see it on there either. So you want to be a curator for your personal page. If people are tagging you stuff that has nothing to do with your business, or you don't want other people to see, you want to do what MaryAnn said. And if they go to your page, the last 5 things, you want them to be very specific of what you want people to see. And then lose the collage apps, guys. They're a waste of time, and your Facebook affinity goes down. If you're using a bunch of time creating these beautiful collages and they're not getting any likes, it's because Facebook doesn't like stuff that's really busy. It doesn't. I'll post a regular picture of me, and then I'll post like this really nice picture with just a few words on it, and the one with words will get hardly anything. And the collage apps are even worse. So, I mean, if you are going to do fonts and things, pick 3 fonts that you love and use those over and over again to create your brand. Use those over and over again. My favorite app to use for that is called Over. It's I don't know if they have it for Android. It's an iPhone app. And then your like pages. If you guys created this like page and you're not getting any traction, don't worry about it. Yes, Over. Just what MaryAnn said. What I do, because like pages are very finicky, is I make sure, and this isn't everybody's rule, but this is my rule. I post on my personal page and on my like page. I quit sharing stuff because it wasn't getting any traction. I need to make sure that my people see these really important posts. So if it's a really important post and you posted it onto your like page and you shared it and it didn't get any likes, delete it off your personal page. That's fine. And then repost it on your personal page. That's all I have. Sorry. Additions. It's just, I think it's really important stuff, because I know like when you're first starting out, it can be really frustrating, and I don't want you guys to waste your time. I want you guys to be really successful.
Sam, I love, 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 love that you shared that. And it's so weird because I noticed that, like, now that you said that, I was like, oh my gosh, my apps that have like words and stuff, they don't, because I think I know the algorithms changed on Facebook, and you're right. I mean, I've even noticed that, and I was even feeling bad about myself, like, why is nobody liking my app or liking this picture? I took so much time on it, and that makes, you're right. That's amazing. I love, love, love you, and thank you for sharing that.
I love, love, love you too.
I will say something, of course. I love you, MaryAnn. Like, you just make me smile. Everyone needs a MaryAnn in their life. I just got to say. Woo-woo. I love the beginning. It goes along with the call that I did. Make someone feel like $1 million. Everyone wants to be involved in something. Everyone wants to be made to feel special. There was another thing. Like pages. I was going to go off of that. Like pages are a labor of love. So if you're not posting 2 to 3 times a day on your personal page, don't even think about starting a like page. To get a following when you first start coaching, you cannot worry about what other people are thinking. You just have to tell stories and be the master at taking selfies. Take pictures of everything and stockpile them. Like, no one is going to remember if you took a picture 5 days ago and then you post it tomorrow. Like, no one is going to remember. So take pictures of everything. So this is an awesome call. I can't wait to listen to the recording. Thanks, MaryAnn.
Thank you, guys. Anything else that anyone wants to add? We're good? Okay. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you on Facebook. Oh, Ashley has my little MaryAnn stick.
I'm about to put it in my suitcase. All right. Have a good night, guys.